Before we get things started with football, let's talk a little bit about football. We here at the Haymakers would like to congratulate Argentina's national team for winning the World Cup. Now, normally I'm not a European football person. I don't really pay attention to U.S. soccer here. I think FIFA is one of the most corrupt organizations in the world.
Oh, hard yes.
Oh yeah, but I gotta give props where it is. Congratulations, Lionel Messi, for finally getting his World Cup win in his, I think, final outing in the World Cup, which I think he announced. Congratulations also to Argentina for beating last year's champs, last World Cup champs, France, in probably one of the most exciting final 90 minutes or 45 minutes to a World Cup game.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the Lionel Messi goal and the penalty shootout. I would say that was excellent football.
Yes.
Now, as for this football, did everybody just take stupid pills? I'm pretty sure just everyone took stupid pills from the refs.
Everybody was already drunk on eggnog.
Yeah, you guys are way too early. Greetings, everybody, on the Voice of Reason, and join me, as always, is Nikki V for the Haymakers podcast for predicting the NFL. God, what was this week?
Oh my god, it's the most stupidest time of the year.
What? That was bad. This was just just looking at all the scores of the week. I don't think there was like any blowouts this week. The closest one, I guess, was technically the Bengals Buccaneers, but most of these guys were within a score or two.
And the Bengals Buccaneers was like a crazy comeback. They were down like 17-0 at halftime, and they came back to win 34-23.
Yeah, and we'll talk about one of those comebacks when we get to our winners and losers. But as we look at how we did, I'm catching up, baby.
Oh, it's getting tight, baby.
We are separated by one game.
Oh.
Yeah, just looking at how he did, I correctly predicted the Jaguars and Broncos to win.
Good job. I correctly predicted the Lions to win.
Yep.
I got that going for me.
Yeah,
and the Raiders.
Yeah, you got lucky. You got lucky on both of those because, again, the 4th and inches play, and we'll get to it. Trust me, we will get to it. But overall, we did pretty good. I was only you picked the Ravens to win. You were the only one to pick the Ravens, and I got the win on the Browns.
Yeah, the Ravens might be trash.
Well, they were playing Hurts, so.
Oh yeah, they're at least not like they're really not healthy. Really not healthy.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on, of course, to winners and losers for Week 16. Nikki, who is your winner?
My winner is I gotta remember who I freaking said. The Broncos! It's the Broncos. They finally won a thing!
Yes, they did.
Look at you. And, like, they did it with, like, mostly their backup quarterback.
Yep.
Like, pretty much all backup quarterback. Russell Wilson did not play by the looks of things.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually played well. 21 for 26, 197 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Not gonna light the world on fire, but you know, if you're making like probably like second or third start of his career and you throw only 5 incompletions, that's a good day at the office.
Yeah,
also Kingsbury is so fired, it's not even funny.
Oh my god, yes.
Actually, I take that back. It's hilarious.
Speaking of hilarious, my winner for the week, I had a lot to choose from because a lot of these were comeback, close games, but I have to go with the history-making one. It's the Minnesota Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
They
was honestly this close to making them my loser for this week because they gave up 33 points to the goddamn Indianapolis Colts in the first half.
Right.
Which should basically give you a forfeit rule at that point, but
yeah.
Good thing it didn't.
Nope. That being said, Vikings now have the largest comeback in NFL history playoffs or otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they beat the Buffalo Bills beating the Houston Oilers.
Mm-hmm.
Which should tell you how long ago that was.
92.
And
92 wild card.
92. And do you know who the quarterback was for the Bills in that game?
Frank Reich.
And do you know who the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts was coming into this season and has since been fired?
Frank Reich.
He cursed them.
But speaking of AFC, my loser for the week, I am so happy I get to say it. It's the Patriots.
Jesus Christ. Like, honestly, you could probably narrow this down and just say Jacoby Myers, because what the fuck was that?
Well, not even that. Not even that. Ramondre Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
All he had to, again, that was a failure on all fronts.
Sure.
Ramondre Stevenson could, again, it was only about a second left. He could have just ran it. Got the first down, or get out of bounds at a certain point. It would have been fine. Bill Belichick could have said, you know what, we'll just kneel it. We'll go into overtime. Jacoby Myers could have, not thrown it back to an open Chandler Jones.
He was aiming for Mac Jones, a dude who looks like his 40 time starts with a 6. Thanks, Benchwarmer Brand. I'm stealing all your content. But, Jesus Christ. He threw a laser directly into the hands of Chandler Jones, who has done fuck all season. And, all of a sudden, against his old team, no less, he's just see ya, fuckers.
He stiffed our Mac Jones into the ground.
Oh my god. He might still be there. Has anyone checked?
I don't know. But all I could say is now, as a Jets fan, I could say this is worse than the butt fumble.
It's right up there.
I can remove this from my I can remove this from my I could get this giant monkey off my back saying, okay, there is something worse than the butt fumble, and it took 10 years to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It was also a fumble recovery for a touchdown. At least this one actually won the game.
Yeah. I think I saw something this. There have only been 2 multilateral plays that resulted in a game-winning touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
The one that the Dolphins did against the Patriots a couple years back.
Right, and the River City Relay.
This one. Because
Really?
the River City Relay did not result in a game-winning touchdown.
Right.
The goddamn extra point!
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, my God. You say that around Saints fans around here, you're going to trigger their fight or flight response.
Should I just...
No, it's the Miami Miracle and this play. It was multilateral, and it resulted in a game-winning touchdown.
God. Anyway, you're a loser for the week.
Oh, it's the Cowboys again. Second week in a row, baby. Oh, my God. You let the Jaguars... admittedly, the Jaguars are really starting to come into their own, and I was kind of tempted to make them my winner this week, but it's way more fun to clown on the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Dak Prescott is, how shall I say this? Not good right now. He's thrown the most picks of anyone this season. What the fuck is going on with you, Dak? You're supposed to be good. And he's from my hometown, so it's just start being better so I can root for you.
You think it's time to put the backup back in?
I mean, all I'll say is Cooper Rush did not lose games, so I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
All right. Fair enough. All right. So, 3 more weeks. It's now time for It's time for the Christmas games. Now, because Christmas falls on a Sunday, there's actually only going to be 3 games this Sunday, and everyone else is playing either this coming Thursday or Saturday. So so they changed it up a little bit so that way it doesn't interfere with the NBA, because they pretty much have a block on ABC and TNT for.
That's true. Yeah, and like Christmas Day is usually reserved for the NBA. So yeah,
right. So
that's fair.
so they're basically giving room for like the Knicks, the Lakers, the Cavs, all those people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, starting off with the Thursday game, also another game with playoff implications, again involving 2 similar teams, Jaguars, Jets. Jaguars.
How have we got here?
I don't know. Anyway, Jaguars. Like we said, amazing comeback against the Cowboys off the interception for the touchdown. Jets once again coming up short because it's just bad.
Yeah, that might have been the death knell for Zach Wilson.
I wouldn't say that because his thing was just the one bad interception that threw him back. Because even he admitted that he did the mistake of throwing off his back foot instead of his front foot. Here again, it was just an amalgamation of things. Unable to stop the run. Bad clock management when it came to the final plays. And of course, the 4th and inches trick play where they just let the tight end get away with it. So this game has still playoff implications. Jaguars win, they have a shot at winning the division, and that is saying a lot since what's happening with the Titans. The Jets...
Yeah, the Titans are just self-destructing right now.
The Jets need to win out because they have this game coming up, they have the Seahawks next week, and then their final game is against the Dolphins, who are also kind of self-imploding because they're having a terrible December.
Yeah, I mean they lost by 3 to the Bills. I mean that's not that bad, but they lost by 3 in a snowstorm.
Yeah, that's true. I mean but they figure it out. Oh hey, let's just hand out the ball to Raheem Mostert.
That's true.
So DraftKings and I assume Caesars has this as a toss-up game at -1.
It is even.
It is. Oh, it's even.
It is a pick'em, ladies and gents.
All right. And I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I am saying this.
Do it.
I'm taking the Jags to win.
Me too! The Jaguars are looking very good this season. Also, this is a weird bit of coincidence, but their leading receivers have the exact same number of receiving yards. Christian Kirk and Garrett Wilson both have exactly 966 receiving yards.
Yeah. Well, on the plus side, it looks like Garrett Wilson will have a 1,000-yard season.
Yep. Both of them will, probably. So,
yep.
All that hate that Christian Kirk got this season for getting that redonkulous contract,
kind of paying off. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not $72 million worth, but paying off.
Yeah. And Coin has also selected the Jags.
Yeah.
God, this hurts.
The Jaguars are coming hot at the right time.
I know.
They, especially with the Titans falling apart, I honestly think the Jaguars could make the playoffs this year, which is madness.
I know. Honestly, just looking at what the Jags have left, I think they only have... Yeah, they probably have the easiest schedule left because they have the Jets this week. They have the Texans week 17, and then they play this, and then they play the Then they played the Titans at home. So
oh my God, that last game could basically decide the AFC South. They're gonna flex that game into prime time.
Probably.
They're gonna flex the Jaguars into prime time. You love to see it.
That's twice in 3 weeks.
Meanwhile, I love it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Jets have this game. They have the Seahawks again, winnable, but then they have the Dolphins in Miami. So.
Oh, that's gonna be a trouble.
Yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, as much as I want the Jets to have a winning season. Because they they've been through a ton of shit since 2016, and uh, honestly, I'd just be happy to have them have a winning season
Yeah.
for the first time in a while. But unfortunately, I don't think it's happening this year.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, Mike White's still out, so it doesn't look great.
yeah. But hopefully we'll get Quentin Williams back because we need the pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, he is questionable.
Yep. Anyway, moving on to Christmas Eve. First game is the Battle of the Birds. Falcons taking on the Ravens. Both these teams lost, and both lost with their backup quarterbacks. And somehow the Falcons.
Yeah, but one of them was by design.
Yeah. Yeah. Somehow the Falcons actually looked better.
Yeah. What in the world is going on with the Ravens? Like, I know they're injured, but like, their last 3 games, they put up 10, 16, and 3 points. And against the Panthers, they put up 13. Like, this is not good right now.
Yeah. Something's off. Something's off in Baltimore, and I'm not exactly sure what. They haven't been. I don't know. They're like their best player outside of Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, hasn't been putting up the numbers that he put up last year. It's pretty bad. He's having his worst year yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know I have him on my.
Because they drafted 6 tight ends this season, and they're trying to find room for them all.
Yeah, and they also picked up Sammy Watkins off waivers. So
that'll help.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That'll fix it.
Meanwhile, Falcons are starting off with Desmond Ritter since Mariota is now gone. Just looking at Ritter's stats, not that good. It's 13 for 26 for 97 yards. Yeah, this is mostly a ground game for Cordell Patterson and Tyler Algier.
Yeah, it's Algier. I found out it's Algier.
Okay.
Like, I thought it was Allgaier, but that's just because there's a NASCAR driver whose last name is Allgaier.
Okay.
So. And it's spelled almost exactly the same. But yeah, I think that I am actually going to go for the upset, and I'm going to take the Falcons.
Okay.
Because, like, the Ravens are just so banged up right now, and it feels like the last few seasons, the Ravens just can't get to the end of the season without just being in a body cast. Like, they always get to this part of the season, and they're always beat up to hell, and it's just like they're vulnerable. And I think the Falcons, against a team like this, like basically against the Ravens practice squad, like I think that they can do this.
All right. Well, Coin has selected the Falcons. I'm going the Ravens on this one. I don't know. I'm gonna see how the odds play out on this one, but I think they're gonna take this one.
Okay.
All right. Next battle is a battle of the kitties. Again.
New kitties.
Yep. Lions, Panthers.
Oh man, the Lions are getting really good.
Oh yeah. This might be the first time we have a team that started off 1-7 and have them make the playoffs.
That would be so cool. Like, I don't even care that it would ruin my like every team in a division makes the playoffs bet. Like, I still want this. I want this for Lions fans. They've been through enough.
They've been through enough since the 50s.
Oh my god! Like, their last good quarterback was freaking. Well, I can't say that, they had Stafford, but the last time they legitimately competed was when they had freaking Bobby Lane as their quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, unless you count Scott Mitchell for that 1 year.
I don't.
Okay. Yeah. Meanwhile,
literally who?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Panthers still have a shot at the division. Somehow.
That's just because that division is booty cheeks.
Yeah, it's a bad division. This should be an obvious. Lions take this one.
Right.
It says Lions -3. Double it.
Double it. Legitimately, maybe even triple it. I think that the Lions actually go hard in this game because like the Panthers still have a playoff chance basically by mistake.
Yeah.
Like that's just because their division is so trash. But the Lions legitimately are getting hot at the right time. They're beating the teams they need to beat, and they're just fun to root for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah,
They're the new fun team of the decade.
yeah, the team that the Browns were supposed to be
Yep.
until things happened.
Yeah. But in the meantime, the coin has selected the Panthers.
Okay.
All right. All right. Moving on. Next game is a West matchup, but it's just a West matchup. Seahawks taking on the Chiefs.
Uh,
Seahawks lost to the 49ers. Chiefs, scary win against the Texans.
yeah, something's kind of weird with the Chiefs right now. They're not beating, like they're playing against shitty teams and not doing good. Like
They're
this is the second week in a row where it went right down to the wire against a team that they should have beat by 30.
mm-hmm. It's the old Mark Twain it's the old Mark Twain quote. Never argue with an idiot. They'll beat you with experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, they'll bring you down to your level and beat you with experience, and that's happened a couple times now. They almost lost to the Broncos, and now they were taken to overtime with the Texans. So,
I thought for a second you were going to go with the other Mark Twain quote from the other team's perspective. The
no,
rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated.
no, but yeah, it's a little scary for the Chiefs right now. I think I forgot what their turn like. I think they have like one of the worst turnover differentials
Wait,
recently.
Seahawks?
No, the Chiefs.
Oh,
I forgot where I heard this. It was either I think it was either Brandon Perner or Tom Grossi was talking about this, saying that their turnover differential has gotten worse. Especially that especially in the last few weeks, their turnover differential has gotten worse.
well, let's see here. Against the Texans, they had 2 turnovers. They lost 2 fumbles,
Mm-hmm.
while also losing. The other team only lost 1 fumble, so -1 there. And
Right.
then against the Broncos, they threw 3 picks and also no fumbles, while the Broncos had 2 interceptions, so -1 there.
Mm-hmm.
So that their turnover differential is going down, but not at a dramatic pace or
Mm-hmm.
anything, at least over the last 2 games.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I am worried about. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about the Chiefs because if they're going, if, like, there's a good chance, like, for example, like if by some miracle, let's say the Jets get in at the number 7 seed. There might actually be the first time a number 7 seed beats a number 2 seed.
Could be.
Yeah, if they play their cards right. But in this case, I am taking the Chiefs this one in this game over the Seahawks. I can't say the Seahawks are starting to come off of that cool down, starting to cool down after that early season high.
Hmm. Yeah. Like it'll probably be a close game. The spread on it right now is KC -9.5. I feel like that is way too high for this Chiefs team.
Mm.
But but yeah, I think the Chiefs win in a close one. Seahawks cover though.
Okay. All right. Next game. Saints taking on the Browns. Saints coming off of a win. Browns also coming off of a win. I don't know what either of these teams are.
Confusing.
Yes. That
There's
is
your answer.
that's putting it lightly.
Yeah. Man, the Browns are winning in spite of their quarterback.
Yeah.
Like they look like both the Browns and the Ravens looked like ass in that game, and the Browns just looked like slightly less ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Watson has not been. Again, since he's come back, Watson has not thrown. Yeah, he's not been throwing well. Like he only threw it for 161 yards against the Ravens, and they have a hurting defense.
Yeah, like if you can't throw on that Ravens B team secondary, who can you throw it on?
Mm-mm.
And the Saints have good people in the secondary, like they have Marshawn Lattimore.
Uh-huh.
Like when Tyrann Mathieu's not missing tackles, he's not bad in coverage.
Right.
So I'm gonna take the Saints,
Hmm.
and I think that in every game so far that Deshaun Watson has played in, I've taken the other team, and I'm okay with that.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, coin has taken the Saints,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I'm still taking the Browns because
Hmm.
I don't know, something like I'm picking the Browns in spite of Deshaun Watson here.
Yeah.
I think only once I picked against the Browns to win.
Yeah, and that's helping because like it's like they've won the last few games, so
All right, next game. Oh my God, Texans taking on the Titans.
oh god, we
Tex-
might see a game where someone scores a negative points.
Texans took the Chiefs to overtime. Titans lost on a field goal to Dicker the
Yeah,
kicker.
the Texans are starting to kind of get it together. Like last 2 weeks, they've played two very good teams and held their own with them.
Yeah. Titans,
This
on the
is
other
a
hand,
Yeah, Titans are absolutely like herniating.
yeah, with
Like,
with Tannehill being a game time decision. Henry, I forgot. Did Henry? I forgot which running back had the high ankle sprain. Was it Henry that had? No, Jonathan Taylor had it, right?
oh, okay. Yeah, Taylor's still out, I think.
No, he played, but now he has a high ankle sprain, I believe. And then
Right.
and oh yeah, the three of the five O line for the Titans are did not practice.
Oh, yikes.
So
But on the other side, friggin' Houston's gonna be without Damian Pierce. He's on IR, and
mm,
probably they're gonna rest him for the rest of the season. Because what do they have to play for?
yeah, not really
Uh,
anything.
yeah, Laramie Tunsil's questionable. Nico Collins and Brandon Cooks are questionable. It's like this is legitimately going to be like if I would not be shocked if Brandon Perna's new worst game ever is this one.
This could be. I'm feeling. I have a concern. This is going to be Injury Bowl 2.
Oh my god.
But in doing so, I'm picking the Texans to win.
Jesus Christ.
It worked with the Jaguars last week. Maybe it's going to happen with the Texans this week.
The Jaguars have 6 wins.
I know.
The Texans have 1.5.
Well, maybe we'll make it 2.5. Who knows?
I mean, theoretically, they could win a game and still hold the number 1 pick in the draft. So
Yeah.
they could if they wanted to, but I'm going to take the Titans because I've tried rolling with the Texans before and it ended bad.
Well, it's interesting because the spread is only -5.
Reasonable. That's about where I would put the spread, I think.
Honestly, I would have gone lower. I would have put it at -3.
Yeah, I think that Houston can cover that, sure.
Yeah.
But like, oof,
Yeah.
this is gonna be dog water.
I know. Moving on. By the way, the coin selected the Titans. Moving on. Next game: Bengals Patriots. Bengals.
Oh man.
Bengals came back against Tom Brady. Patriots are clearly missing Tom Brady.
Yeah, Patriots are just like, father, come home.
Wait. Oh my god. Yeah. Patriots need a better offensive coordinator other than Matt Patricia.
Oh my god, like how has he not been fired yet?
I have no
Like,
clue.
I was honestly expecting like within 12 hours of that game last week the Patriots game last week, gone. Matt Patricia has been fired.
They are like Matt Patricia is letting Mac Jones die back there.
Yeah,
Even
like
even in wins, he's letting him die back there.
yeah, it's bad. Like this feels like such a nepotism hire. Like I don't know, the Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia are just drinking buddies,
Mm.
and like he just wants to keep him around. And if that's the case, Tyrum is the fucking water boy. He's probably qualified for that. I
It's
can't even say that with confidence.
it's interesting. It's interesting because I always find it interesting. Like each like this is like the third former coach of a different team that has come back to Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like again, McDaniels came back after the stint with the Broncos and the fake hire with the Chiefs.
Colts.
Yeah, the Colts. That's what I meant to say. The Patricia came back from the Lions, and Joe Judge came back from the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, because like those are the only. That's the only time where any of those people have had any success.
right, and by getting rid of the one, by McDaniel's going to Oakland again, and putting the guy who ruined the Lions in charge of the offense.
Along with the guy who ruined the Giants.
Yeah,
Also, you said Oakland.
it did. Sorry, Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a downwards. It feels like this might be a like who knows? Maybe this is a year that Kraft fires Belichick.
I think he fires Belichick. I think he fires the rest of the staff and tells Belichick, "Okay, we're done fucking around. You're like 70 something years old now. Like I have grounds to axe you if you don't get your shit together. So get your shit together."
Exactly.
Because like it would be really hard for them to fire Bill Belichick.
Right.
Like he got them so much success. Honestly, I think there's going to be a team out there who you could trade Bill Belichick to. That would be the savvy play.
I don't know.
Belichick. He's got name value.
Yeah, but I don't know who you trade him to, because I don't.
Trade him to the Browns.
Ugh.
Complete that circle.
I don't know. Like I figure like he'd come back to the Jets as a defensive coordinator and actually help them get a Super Bowl.
Oh man, like would Jets fans be okay with that? I mean, he's basically been teabagging you for 20 years.
There's rumors that Tom Brady could come to the Jets, but I don't want those rumors to be true.
Yeah.
But anyway, you taking the Bengals?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. So everybody's taking the Bengals.
What's the line on this game? 3.5. Double it.
Double it.
Double it.
We should probably make that a T-shirt.
Can we have merch?
I don't. I think we're too. We don't have that many subscribers. By the way, like and subscribe this video.
Like and subscribe.
All right.
Teddy heard me say that last week and called me a sellout.
Speaking of sellouts, Giants Vikings.
Okay. Is this game a sellout or?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. Anyway, Giants Vikings. Giants got bailed out by the refs. Vikings, like we said, came back. Almost didn't get bailed out by the refs. Because if you recall, there were a couple of ticky-tacky calls, like the one fumble recovery that got called dead.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other stuff. So are the Vikings fraudulent, or are they actually good? Okay.
Oh, there's more to that question. Okay.
I asked, are they actually good? Because
they're good enough.
Yeah.
They're good enough to get by and like make some. They're good enough to beat like other fraudulent teams. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I think they're more lucky than good.
That's a good way to put it too.
Yeah, but which honestly is actually another quote, but I forgot who it's said by. You're better to be lucky than good.
Sounds like Big Ruth.
Maybe I don't remember. But in any case, Giants again.
Lefty Gomez, an all-star pitcher from the Yankees in the 30s. So
Ah,
I was close.
okay. Same team.
Yeah, same time period.
Yeah. Any case,
Wait,
Giants.
No, that was way after. Never mind.
Okay. Anyway, Giants still trying to limp into the playoffs with that practice squad
And succeeding so far.
so far. And Vikings, they already clinched the NFC North. It's now a matter of either. Well, I don't think they're going to get that bye. Get
past the Lion or the Eagles to do that. That's not happening.
And the 49ers.
Oh yeah,
Because they're on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, I think it's a matter of just like maintaining their position on the playoff tree. So, let's see what's DraftKings say for this game. I believe they are. Where are you?
I got Minnesota minus 3.5 on Caesars.
Yep, 3.5 on DraftKings. I will take those odds as well as the under of 48. Because I don't think the Giants are going to score that many points.
I will go the other way. I think that it's going to be the Giants. And if I was betting on this game, I would probably go over because the Vikings defense is basically as bad as the Giants practice squad is, but the Vikings aren't all that injured. They're just normally trash.
All right. Well, coin is taking the Vikings.
Yep.
All right.
I'm taking the Giants.
All right. Next game. This is the final of the 1 o'clock games on Christmas Eve. Bills, Bears.
Oh, fuck. Pray for us.
In Chicago.
You know what, though? I will say, like, the Bears kind of held their own against the Eagles. Like, Justin Fields is looking good. I don't know what this feeling is because I've literally never had a quarterback in my lifetime that I've felt good about, and that includes Jay Cutler before you ask. But, like, yeah, I have never once felt like our quarterback could lead us to victory, but I do now with Justin Fields. It also helps that he's rushed for 1,000 yards in the season, so that's cool.
And the fact that you have a running quarterback is good. Like,
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. All you really need is just fix up that offensive line and get some helps on defense in the offseason. You guys
and get some receivers.
Yeah, honestly, you could contend for a wild card position, if not the division.
An offensive line and wide receivers and an entire goddamn defense. We're there.
Yeah, you guys got the draft capital.
And fuck tons of cap space. I think we have like 125 million in cap space.
There you go. Go after. I don't know. I think CJ Mosley's going to be his free agency is up after this year. So
that'd be nice.
Yeah, if Mosley's available, go get him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I think that we're gonna have to go draft with a wide receiver because the wide receiver class, or the wide receivers coming into free agency this year are just not what you want out of a number one guy. Like I think the best one might be Jacoby Myers. No, thank you.
Meanwhile, the Bills still trucking along. They're still the number one seed in the AFC.
Yeah, they're still trucking along, and they're wait, what did they do in their last game?
They beat the Dolphins by 3. Yes.
Yeah, they're still doing their thing, and they're still looking good. I'm obviously taking the Bills.
Oh, same.
But I think that the Bears can cover. I think the spread is 9.
Yes, -9 in favor of the Bills. Yeah, they should get within at least 5.
I think they can cover 9. Half it.
Okay.
Not as catchy.
Coin's taking the Bears though.
Oh, spicy. I love it.
Yeah, actually, if the Bears beat the Bills, does that try to think because how have the Bills done against the the NFC North? Because they beat the Packers, they beat the Lions barely, but
I think
they lost
to the Vikings.
So it might be an even split. You never know. All right. All right, 4 o'clock game. Commanders taking on the 49ers. Commanders lost to the refs. 49ers beat the Seahawks.
Yeah. See, the 49ers might have fucked around and found their franchise quarterback with Mr. Irrelevant.
Who knew?
I sure as hell didn't. Like some team. I think we talked about this last week, but some team could totally trade for Trey Lance right now, and the 49ers would definitely be open to calls.
Mm-hmm. Get a chance to develop him. You think I will say, do you think the Broncos might take him to trade alongside to Russell Wilson? But I don't know. He might be up there in the worst of the free agency trades.
Yeah, like the Russell Wilson's contract is untradeable.
Mm.
They're stuck with him for the next 3 to 5 years, I think.
Right. Yeah.
So they better just hope that he gets his shit figured out.
Right. Do you think he might go to the Giants?
That is an interesting prospect.
Because Jones,
I could see that.
Yeah, because Daniel Jones has because his contract is up at the end of the year. His rookie contract is up at the end of the year, and
and they didn't re-up his 5th-year deal.
Nah, I think Giants make a trade with the 49ers for Lance.
I like that.
I could see that. I could kind of see that working. Dable is the offensive genius. I think he can develop the QB. Assuming
he developed Josh Allen, so
Assuming he heals up fine, he should be all right.
Yeah, well, it was an ACL tear that Trey Lance had.
Yep.
And he suffered that in week 2 or something.
Right.
So
yep,
he'll be back by week 1 of next season.
It's possible.
Yeah.
In any case, taking the 49ers to win this one.
Oh, me too. No doubt.
Yeah. Yep, I think everyone's taking the 49ers for this game.
Yeah, as fun as the Commanders are to root for, come on. Now, be reasonable. It's the 49ers. They have the best defense in the league, and their quarterback situation might have finally been figured out. They're good.
Yep. Yeah, hiding all the way. All right. Okay, I think this might be the... Okay, I was going to say this might be the game of of Saturday, but there is one more, and I'll explain why it's important. First off, Eagles-Cowboys.
The media will call this game of the week, that's for sure. But, yeah.
Yeah, so Eagles came away with a win against the Chicago Bears. Cowboys need to get the shit together.
Yeah, Cowboys got bought by the Jaguars. I gotta stop saying that like it's something to be embarrassed by, but I'm not going to because it's the Cowboys. Danny was telling me something the other day. One of his friends at work was watching his phone, just saying "You better keep that lead," and he didn't know what team he was talking about, and I was just like, "He's talking about the Cowboys," and they did not keep that lead.
No, they did not. I'm so happy I called the Jaguars to win that game.
I am impressed. Good job on that one.
Yep. Meanwhile, so is T.Y. Hilton starting yet, or is he going to be...
I'm sure he's going to be active for this game, because he'll have had 10 days to get ready. And I'm not sure if he is going to contribute all that much.
Mm-mm.
But yeah. But also, Jalen Hurts isn't going to be playing this game, so
Oh,
we're going to be getting the return of Florida Man.
Minshew Mania is coming back to Philadelphia. Or Dallas in
Oh
this case.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, I'm pretty sure on the Jalen Hurts thing, he has like he's doubtful. I think.
yes, he is. Yeah, he's definitely not going to be playing this week, but it's not serious. I think it's just a sprain.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be ready to go come, I think week 8, either 17 or 18.
Yeah.
So either against the
Yeah.
Saints or against the Giants.
Mhm.
Yeah, against the Giants.
Yeah. Just don't do that thing where you just like sit him out all the way until the playoffs because he'll be too rusty. Don't do that. Let him get time
Yeah, of course.
because they're gonna probably get the bye as well
Oh
unless
yeah.
they just
Oh yeah.
unless Minshew just completely drops the ball.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't think that's gonna happen. In any
Yeah.
case, there really isn't a weakness on the Eagles that I can think of. Defense is good. Their offensive weapons are good. The quarterback, even their backup, is really pretty good.
Yeah, they have one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league right now. So honestly, like the Eagles are the most complete roster in the league right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fortunately, the coin has selected the Cowboys, so
As is their right. They have the right to be wrong.
yep. Okay, weirdly enough, according to DraftKings, the Cowboys are actually the favorite in this game.
We found an exploit.
Okay, now the actual game of Saturday, Raiders Steelers, and
Now, boys, why is the Raiders Steelers the game of the week?
because it has a very historical significance. 50 years almost to the day of the Immaculate Reception.
That is wild how they actually managed to make that work.
I know it's I can't believe they did. I think they realized that since we're having, the Christmas game, it's like, wait a second. It's at the 50 we're at the 50-year mark. Let's make this the Saturday night game.
Yeah, like they realized like sometime during the schedule planning part where that the Steelers and Ravens were playing each other and were just like, we have to make this a Christmas game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. For some, it is the Immaculate Reception. Others, it was the Immaculate Deception. We call those people crybabies.
Those are probably the same people who, like, at least the same mindset of the people who think that the Music City Miracle was a forward pass.
Yeah, yeah. And again, I watched that. I watched again both those films.
Mm-hmm.
It was close. Like it was like that was a perfect lateral throw. It was
The fact that that throw just so happened to go along a line of, like, a yardage line, like, that is just so helpful and perfect.
Mm-hmm. And it even kind of tried to slightly backwards, which kind of, I guess, gave it that thing. But anyway, Steelers, I think Pickett should be back out of concussion protocol, and Raiders, who knows what happens? Maybe they'll avenge the deception 50 years later.
Yeah, the Raiders, like, they're maybe not like getting hot, but they're getting warm.
Yeah, I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but I think they'll, because again,
I think they'll hurt their tank.
Yeah, because they still have the 49, because they have the 49ers and the Chiefs left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they could get a win against the Chiefs in Week 18 if Chiefs rest their starters. But here, Steelers are the favorites in this one. I assume, hopefully, since Pickett's going to be back in the fray, I will take the Steelers to win.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Raiders. Oh, cats were doing a thing. I'll take the Raiders because like they've won 4 of their last 5, and like they're the only game that they lost was the Baker Mayfield Miracle game.
Right.
So yeah, Raiders are getting hot. I'll take the Raiders.
All right. And the coin is taking the Steelers, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Next, Christmas Day. And we got 3 games. Starting off, we're heading down south to Miami for the Packers-Dolphins game.
Packers still technically alive.
They ain't dead yet.
They're alive long enough to make them suffer more.
Meanwhile, Dolphins finally entering some warm weather.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe all that snow will finally melt away. Because they're coming off of, I think they're coming off of an 8-game rest. Because they played Saturday.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right.
So a little extra rest, get all that road game stench off them, and finally play a couple of home games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Packers still not dead, but yeah, I don't think they're going to be making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because they still have the Lions of the last week, and they also have and they also have the Vikings at Lambeau on New Year's Day.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is a game that the Dolphins need to win, and because if they don't get their shit together soon, they might fall out of playoff contention, and like that can't happen. The Dolphins are too good of a team right now for that to happen. So taking the Dolphins.
Same.
Get your shit together.
Yes. Well, no, don't get your shit together. I want the Jets to make the playoffs.
Right. Yeah.
Well, coin's taking the Packers.
Coin is chaotic today. Interesting.
I don't know if it's more chaotic than me. I mean, I'm the one that took the Texans. All right. Next game, 4:00.
Oh God.
Yeah, next game, 4:00. Oh boy, Broncos Rams.
Well, I know when I'm going to be eating dinner this time, because not going to be watching this game.
No. I don't think any. I think people are going to switch from Fox to ABC or ESPN at this point.
Yeah, it's like, what's LeBron doing right now?
Yeah, I think this is actually. You know what?
Yeah, I know LeBron's not playing at 3:00.
I am curious. What is the NBA? Who is going to be playing at the time for the Christmas games? Yeah, people are going to be switching over to Bucks Celtics.
Oh yeah. I would watch Giannis over this.
Yeah, although to be fair, they'll be coming off the Lakers Mavs game and then going into the Bucks Celtics game.
Yeah. Oh wow, the Lakers actually play surprisingly early. Oh.
Okay. The Mavericks are home, so that's why they're playing.
Right. Yeah, but I'm just used to the Lakers being the nightcap for the or at least the primetime 8:00 game.
Yep. Nope. This year it's
Wizards Suns. Is that who put the Wizards on Christmas?
Wizards? No, that's the 70s. I'm not seeing that.
I'm looking at tonight. Duh. Sorry, ignore me. Wizards. Oh yeah, Grizzlies.
Grizzlies Warriors.
That's much better.
Yeah.
My ESPN app, without me looking, switched it back to today's games, and I'm just like, what? It doesn't help that there's exactly 5 games today.
Yeah. So this is. Yeah. So Brandon Perna prepared to make this the new to the 10th power worst game.
Oh my God! And the Rams will help in that regard.
Yeah.
They made the Packers look good.
Mm-hmm. And it's a shame because the Rams are home. The Rams are home this game.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not the favorites.
Well, we've seen, the Rams have no such thing as a home field advantage.
Nah.
And Denver's not far. They could drive to SoFi and fill that stadium.
Yeah.
Although you're asking people to voluntarily go watch the Broncos play, so
Yeah, that's fair. Coin's taking the Rams. I'm taking the Broncos. Are you taking the Broncos?
nope,
No.
nope. Like they'll probably have Russell Wilson back by then, and I don't trust Russell Wilson. I'm taking the Rams. I trust Baker Mayfield slightly more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next game, Sunday night game. I think this might be the worst Sunday night game we've had or we're going to have. Buccaneers Cardinals.
They couldn't flex this game away.
Nope. They couldn't switch the Packers Dolphins with this one.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, none of these Sunday games are like all of these Sunday games looked good at the start of the season, and then the season happened.
Yep.
Like, literally five of these teams, like five of the six teams on here, like the Packers, the Broncos, the Rams, the Cards, and the Bucks. Coming into the season, you would have not been crazy to think all of them would make the playoffs. And the Dolphins were like right up there too after getting Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now only one of them is gonna.
Yeah.
Two maybe if the Bucks make it. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. So, Tom Brady had his new worst game in a while.
His new.
Don't go there. And the Cardinals, they like
The Cardinals are checked out.
yeah, it's tanking time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just lose out, get a lower draft pick, fire Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, I feel like that might actually be the reason why the Cardinals haven't fired Cliff Kingsbury, because it's just like, hey, he's making a great tank commander. Like, just let him ride out the season. Like, the players can kind of give up on him or whatever, and then we'll bring in somebody new at the start of next season and try and make it not suck. They might get the offensive coordinator from the Lions.
Ooh.
I forget his name. I think it's like Simpson.
I have not paid attention to the Lions as of late. Like, honestly, keep that job. I'd say pick someone. I'd pick someone else. Like, who knows?
Ben Johnson. That's who it is.
Okay, I'd say like go for like Eric Bieniemy or somebody like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Eric Bieniemy kind of confuses me because it's just like he has been like talked about as a candidate for seemingly years now, and he never gets the job. It just makes me think, is he just like really bad at like job interviews or something?
That's what I'm thinking, because I've heard like he's honestly a great coach, but when it comes to like the interview and the talking, he's not that he's had trouble.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he just like tanks the interviews so that he can stay with the Chiefs and like ring chase.
Maybe.
I know we're getting kind of meta with this, but like it's an interesting thing to think about.
In any case, saying just look at the betting odds. Tampa's the favorites. As much as I hate to say it, yeah, I think the Bucks are gonna win this one, but it's not gonna be pretty. The over under is 41.
That feels way too high.
Yeah, take the under. I say take the under on this one.
This feels like a game that's going to end with a weird score like 18-12 or something like that. But yeah, I'm taking the Bucks as well. Like, this Cardinals team is trash.
Yeah.
Like they were honestly trash when they still had Kyler Murray.
Yeah. That's fair. That is true. All right, finally. Yeah, the coin's taking the Cardinals.
Yeesh.
Ugh. All right, finally, day after Christmas, Boxing Day. Chargers.
Put 'em up.
Chargers, Colts.
This is another one, like another two teams that people were just like really high on coming into the season, and then
Nope, Colts had Colts are frauds, and Chargers are, well, the Chargers. There's nothing really new about that.
Yeah, this feels like the time of year where the Chargers start getting hot and then just in time for week 18 to roll around and they still have like a little bit of control over their own destiny and then they blow it.
Which is interesting because they do control their destiny. Because if they win this game, all they have left are the Rams and the Broncos.
That's winnable.
Yep.
And then we get to week 18, womp womp.
Yeah. So they might.
Chargers gonna charger.
Yeah. Week 18, I might pick the Broncos to beat the Chargers.
Yeah, if that happens, Brandon Staley is so fired.
Oh my! Oh, beyond fired. He's get to the sun. Meanwhile, Colts.
That nerd fly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Colts blew a 33-0 lead.
Poor Matt Ryan.
Ugh.
This is his legacy now. It's 28-3 and 33-0.
Yeah, there's no score that is safe for him.
Literally no. I wouldn't trust him with a 100-point lead at this point.
Ugh.
Like, granted, like, I saw a thing where, like, by the time they had scored 30 points, they had only gathered like 110 yards of offense because, like, one of their touchdowns came on defense and another came on special teams.
Yeah.
Which I think was actually the first time in Colts history that that's ever happened. Like, they scored a touchdown in all three phases. But, yeah, this I think that we can say definitively now that Jeff Saturday is not that guy.
No, he is not. He never
Like,
should have been that. He never should have been that guy.
It was a fun little thought experiment at first. You know, what would happen if you took a losing high school football coach and put him in charge of a professional football organization? That was fun for a week when they beat the Raiders.
Yep.
And then, no.
All of them no.
And then it stopped being fun.
Then it's at that point you realize, you know what, maybe we should have put John Fox at head coach.
You know what? Maybe we should have hired a coach to be coach. Is that crazy to think?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're right. It's Jim Irsay, so he's probably like drunk.
No, no, it's Indiana. What's the? I was gonna say, what's the drug of choice in Indianapolis?
Probably meth.
No, well, no, meth is Florida.
Well, it's Indiana. Like there's a lot of like empty spaces for. I'm ragging on Indiana right now, and I don't know if it's warranted.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah, but in any case, from all of us here at the at Haymakers, wish everyone has a happy holiday, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, enjoy a Happy New Year. We'll be back for the New Year's games. Hopefully we'll get recording once I get back from both our Christmas vacations. Mm-hmm. Until then, this is Voice of Reason Nikki saying, have a happy holiday.
What the hell is Kwanzaa? What?
What? Oh, right. Kwanzaa. We forgot about that. Sorry.
What the hell is Kwanzaa?